I first heard about this via the Wall Street Journal, of all places, last week. Last Monday, actually, I think it was, or last Tuesday. But Subway has formed a new partnership with Lionsgate, or I guess you could say Lionsgate has formed a new partnership with Subway to promote the Hunger Games Catching Fire. And here is a quick little blurb from the official press release. Subway will be the exclusive restaurant promotional destination for the film The Hunger Games Catching Fire, the highly anticipated second installment of the global blockbuster The Hunger Games film franchise. Subway and Lionsgate will utilize their promotion to support Feeding America, a nonprofit organization consisting of more than 200 food banks nationwide. And then they go on to say that this partnership will include various promotional assets planned for in-store, social, online, and broadcast. There will be a special product line featured with thematic ties to the film, along with specially marked packaging with codes, encouraging customers to engage online for their chance to win prizes. And this is the best part, or the worst part, depending on how you feel about things. Subway customers can also pose with their favorite characters' standees in the restaurants and are invited to share photos on social media for additional chances to win. So I'm not going to lie, my first reaction to this news was one of almost disgust, really, just the idea of tying in a fast food chain to a film series set in a nation that's starving to death. That just seems so wrong to me and very kind of just gross in a way. However, I will say that when I learned that this will benefit Feeding America, I kind of changed my tune a bit. However, we don't yet know how exactly this will benefit Feeding America. So until I know more details about that aspect of this, I'm going to withhold judgment. But I do like the idea that this will be supporting Feeding America. Shylah, I would love to get your thoughts on this. And, do you think this is good, bad, smart, stupid? What do you think?
Well, I can't be the only one that's really excited about getting the chance to eat Phoenix footlong. So there's that. I've been waiting like a week to be able to say that on the radio. But, I had kind of the same reaction as Savanna. It was just seemed like so ludicrous that a franchise about hunger and starvation is teaming up with a fast food place. But at least it's Subway, and we didn't get like Burger King or McDonald's or like Taco Bell or something that would have been totally the other way. But, Subway's kind of a cool, as far as, giant corporations go, a cool kind of cultural media savvy organization. They did the Chuck thing where they kind of saved that show a couple years ago by sponsoring it, and X amount of minutes each episode had to take place in a Subway. I know Court and Tiffany watch Community like I do, and that's the Subway actually had a character in Community that was Subway. He was the franchise personified so that he could open up a location at their community college, and that was kind of a cool way to encourage corporate sponsorship. I don't think we're going to see, Haymitch, offering PETA a delicious veggie delight sub or something on the train to the Capitol, but, who knows. I guess that could theoretically happen, but it's kind of a hard movie to, put those tie-ins with. So as long as they stay, in the franchise offices and my local Subway. I eat Subway like once a week. It's delicious. I had it for lunch today in preparation. I had the apple orchard chicken, and it was great. So I'm a fan of Subway. I'm a fan of the Hunger Games, and maybe if Subway you're listening, if you want me to help you out with some ideas for sandwich names, you can have Finnick Footlong. You can take that one for free, but anything else you're going to have to call me.
Yeah, just to add on to that, I actually do like Subway. I like it because I am a vegetarian like 98% of the time, and I like Subway because I can go in there and just very easily get a vegetarian meal, and it's not that expensive. And that was an interesting sound just then. And, you know, the ingredients are pretty decent. And I do like, you know, things that Subway has been doing over the past 2 years to promote nutrition and health and stuff like that. I do admire that. But, yeah, I'm very curious about these product tie-ins. I'm not sure, you know, Finnick footlong aside, like I'm not really sure what they'll do unless maybe they make subs themed after different districts, or if they do like a pita bread sub or like Hainich hoagie roll. I don't even know. Ariel, I would love your thoughts on the Subway partnership. How do you feel about this?
Well, at first I was a little weirded out like you guys, but I have to say if they in a weird and sick way, like it kind of makes sense for them to partner with food company, especially if they're you know, working with a charity to help feed America, which is great. But also, like, you know, it's Subway's decent food, and you know, I feel like anything, if it were a burger, I think that would just be like a little gross and creepy. So I'm actually kind of okay with it. Like, corporate sponsoring is going to happen. It's something that will happen, and you know what? Subway seems to be a pretty decent company, and I do enjoy their food. And yeah, I think it would be a little weird if they started naming sandwiches after people, unless it was like, I don't know, none of the bread really sounded good in Panem, so I don't know if I'd actually want to eat any of them. Unless it was Finnick footlong, I think I'd have to make an exception for that. But no, I think it's a necessary evil and a pretty good partnership and a good choice.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, the thing is I think we have to kind of acknowledge that this franchise is huge now. I know we've been sort of fans of the Hunger Games since the very beginning, and, you know, back when it wasn't nearly this big, but it's quite massive now. So like you just said, corporate tie-ins and partnerships, I think, are inevitable. Didn't Subway do something with Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, or am I totally imagining things? Oh, no, I think that was Denny's, actually. Denny's did like a Hobbit menu.
Very high quality food. I think they did like a second breakfast type thing.
Oh, that's
not that I went
maybe
to Denny's.
Maybe that's not what it was, but I think we all know that if you go to Denny's, one breakfast is like eating first and second breakfast, and probably enough calories for 3 breakfasts in the course of one breakfast. So
well,
kind of almost yeah.
I will come clean. A Denny's, I had never been to Denny's before, and we did not have a Denny's anywhere near here. And one opened up, and they were advertising that Hobbit second breakfast, and it was a brand new Denny's, and my mom and I decided to go, and it was actually pretty good. They had, although I didn't really get any. The dishes were like massive. Like I don't even know how to describe them. They were just these like huge platters of food, but I think I got some kind of omelet, and then I got a smoothie, but I can't. The smoothie had a funny name, but I can't remember what it was. It was like the Sauron smoothie. I don't remember. Okay, Kate, we want to know your
I used to love Denny's when I was a high schooler, because it was the one place, if you live in, and I'm sure some people listening to the show right now know exactly what I'm talking about, and Savanna, I think you know what I'm describing. Not every part of the country has things that are open late at night, and I'm a late night person. So if you were out with friends or, you know, just with your family or just wanted to eat something late at night, you could pretty much count on Denny's being open at 1, 2 in the morning. And I got to say those eggs, omelets and scrambled eggs could be really good right then. But I'll say this about Subway. I think they're a little bit different. Maybe I'm just being snooty in the way I say this about Subway as respect to other fast foods. I just feel like they're not quite a fast food restaurant in the same way that McDonald's or Burger King is. At least for me. Maybe I'm the one who's the idiot who's been secretly eating very unhealthy stuff and thinking I'm eating great healthy turkey sandwiches or veggie burgers or whatnot.
No,
but I like
it's
to think
not bad.
I mean, right? Didn't Jared get healthy eating Subway? Right over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So I guess I feel like because it's a little bit healthier than, say, like the worst places, maybe you could argue that it's not such a negative food establishment in terms of the hunger thing. Because I would have probably reacted a little differently if it was McDonald's that was doing this. And maybe that shouldn't make a difference. And as you were talking at the beginning, I was actually thinking about that, and I don't really know whether it should make a difference or not. But I feel like I don't, as you mentioned, Savanna, the charity thing I think really is a redemptive aspect to this. I also think the fact that it doesn't seem like this promotion is really mean-spirited or anything. It just seems like a popular movie, a chain that wanted to get on board, and I don't think there's any kind of deeper negative message or anything that's going on here. It's not like a Hunger Games video game where people are enjoying shooting people and that sort of thing. So, however, I do understand the other side of it, and I guess let's see how the promotion goes. But I think it'll be mostly just innocent. That's just my take right now.